Well, I want to thank everybody for coming to tonight's meeting. This is our first fall meeting, if you will, or in the summer meeting. Fall starts on the 21st of September. But good evening, everyone. I would like to begin by thanking everyone for their well wishes, thoughts, and prayers. I'm eager to get back to the island. This is, by the way, and I apologize, this is from Shelton, a message from him, who is out sick, unfortunately, on extended leave. He said, I am eager to get back to the island to continue our impactful work, but first must prioritize my health and will return as soon as I can. As always, I am extremely proud of our entire RIOC team and especially thankful to those who are stepping up in my absence. So there are a few updates. The F-Train track repair project. This has been an all-hands-on-deck initiative for us. We are always listening to and taking in all feedback with the understanding that this is a fluid situation. Despite all the initial concerns, I strongly feel that both the MTA and RIOC have done well with providing alternative and supplementary transportation options. Within our organization, we have staff that have over 30 years of transportation and public safety experience, which has proven to be an invaluable during this time. A brief recap of our actions. So for communications, we have the informational video that you can see and view on our website. We have the physical signage all across the island that you see at the bus stops and by the tram and by the F-Train. We have messaging that has been sent to management for both residential and commercial properties. We have frequent advisories that go out on our advisory system sponsored by Everbridge and on our social media accounts. In addition, our constituent services team is available for questions and brings leadership back to information back to leadership for further review. We are constantly assessing the situation as previously stated and will continue to do so during this entire project time. Community Board 8, RIOC will be attending a community meeting to hear concerns firsthand. To note, we will be at the upcoming meeting, which I believe is scheduled for September 21st between 6:30 and 8:30. They have secured a RIOC facility at the Good Shepherd Church, so the meeting will be held there. I encourage all to attend. Public safety. We have officers at both tram stations to monitor the line management and assist with pedestrian traffic and commuters that need to, and they're there as needed and as necessary. During rush hour times and weekends, we've increased the amount of officers as well. PSD provides leadership with daily updates throughout the day. As I said, Kevin and his team, and thank you both Chief Brown and Deputy Chief Amoroso for your dedicated work in keeping everybody apprised of what's going on at the tram and keeping us informed as to what adjustments, if any, need to be made. Your team is dedicated to that cause, and we thank you very much. As for operations, tram operations, we've modified the rush hour schedule, which have reduced the wait time. So part of the alleviation that we've added to this MTA project to do our part of what we can help is to increase the rush hour traffic, particularly on the weekends, and it's proven thus far to be rather seamless. We are at capacity of 100 passengers per tram car, and during the rush hour times, we shepherd 100 passengers per car every 7 minutes or so. So it's proving to work out fairly well, and it's been a huge success in reducing any lines or things like that. I know the other day we had a major thunderstorm which disrupted service, which is common based on the thunder and lightning and the conditions of the weather, but that was a short-lived disruption, and we resumed rather quickly after the storm passed. So additional bus services have also been added on the weekdays and weekends. We are currently down one red bus and hope to have it back in operation soon. Cy and his team has been tremendous in helping with these efforts as well, in terms of adding shuttle service to Queens Plaza to alleviate the wait time with the Q102 bus. So we appreciate that as well. And we've also, as we've been discussing, added Omni, which has proven to be efficient. Public safety is monitoring both the Manhattan and Roosevelt Island sides of the tram, as stated before. And again, we're constantly and consistently reevaluating as needs change. Those protocols may change as well. Recent events. Riverwalk 9 topping out ceremony was attended by myself, Gretchen, the Deputy General Counsel, Gerald Ellis, and also our Chief of Staff, Ada Morales. We were excited about the progress and are grateful for the partnership that we have with Hudson Related. It's amazing how quickly that building has gone up, but we are excited for the grand opening, and it will also include our RIOC office spaces so that we can all have our administrative offices in one location. Back to school drive. We have RITA and RIOC that was held in late August, a joint event where school supplies and backpacks were provided. We had a very special 9/11 remembrance ceremony that was organized by our AVP, Akeem Jamal, and Chief Brown, and others that delivered heartfelt messages with the significance of that day. So thank you very much for that. As for a few updates, things to come. So our budget will be presented next month. We are on track to present in accordance with all necessary state finance laws and requirements with budget. We hope to present that, or we will present that next month at first an audit committee meeting that will be scheduled for the same day of the board meeting, which I believe is October 21st. And then that will be followed by a board meeting to present the proposed budget to the board. There will be a PSD meeting on the 19th of September at 6 p.m. at Good Shepherd. Chief Brown and Deputy Chief Amoroso will be there, among other RIOC staff, and in conjunction with the NYPD, I believe, to provide an update to the community of things going on Roosevelt Island. We have our youth center. We ended an amazing summer with a showcase performance by our youth center participants. We also expanded our services to teen programming as part of our 10-point public safety plan and have already found success. Youth Center Director Anna Medina and her team have done a phenomenal job, and we are now seeking grants to further enhance the program. Please register if you haven't for our fall programming, which entails several exciting new endeavors and programming for teens and our school-age children. Fall for Arts will be held on September 23rd, which is next Saturday. We've partnered again with RIVA. Thank you for your partnership for another year of fantastic art, which will be displayed on the River Cross lawn. And I Dig to Learn has an event scheduled for this Saturday at the farmers market, I believe. It's the Hackey green composting, where they will establish green bins at the Good Shepherd picnic tables starting at 11 a.m. Where you can volunteer for training for that and drop off your composts. I'm happy to say that a special thank you to Ms. Christina Delfico, as her group and Roosevelt Island residents have diverted over 330,000 pounds of food scraps from landfills with this free compost program. And then finally, there's a save the date for City of Forest Day, which will be held Saturday, October 14th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Lighthouse Park. The rain date contingent is October 15th. It's an annual day of activities across the city to raise awareness of the importance of the New York City urban forests. Thank you, and that concludes the President's report.